Maybe you can start a recording. Okay, so where is the button to make the slideshow big? Slideshow? Is this the one? Oh, okay. So welcome everyone. We have a small audience today to the Open Enterprise Agent Maintenance Call and Contributor Call for this week. As usual, we have the antitrust policy notice from Hyperledger. And also a reminder for everyone in the call to adhere to the Hyperledger Code of Conduct as part of this meeting. So the agenda for today is probably a little bit short. We will do a little bit of introductions, but I think that everyone in the call today is our usual suspects. We have a few updates. We have architecture decision records, open issues, and a topic that David wants to talk about maintainers.md. So new participants in the call, well, I guess now we have Newman, who was with us last week. We have all the other members from the Tala tribe. So it looks like there is anyone new today. In any case, welcome everyone. On the updates, well, we have been talking since last call about the OEA outreach calls. Basically, that's going to be meetings that are going to alternate with this one. So one week we are going to have the maintainers call. The other week we are going to have the outreach call. Basically, the idea of those outreach calls is to talk about topics that are a little bit more less technical. Basically, what we want to do is to have a space to talk with the community on what we can do to drive engagement and usage of our technology, and also how to promote the contributions from the community in a way that we get some people more engaged with us, hopefully helping as well with different topics, with ideas to promote engagement, maybe with contribution in documentation, maybe highlighting issues, bugs. Basically, those calls are going to be focused on that matter. So they will start next week, same time as this call. Other update, well, we are looking to change the name of the lab. As you know, right now it's called Open Enterprise Agent. And I mean, the name is bad, is long, and also make some things difficult. Basically, we are looking forward to put more components of the Atala Prism platform into Hyperledger. But this is getting us into a situation where naming things is starting to be convoluted and weird. So for example, we have the Open Enterprise Cloud Agent, but then we are going to have the Open Enterprise Edge Agent and other components. So we figured out that a renaming of the lab is necessary um, to make this more easy to talk about and also more relatable and also easy to market and have a nicer brand. So that's why part of the reasons why we are looking for a new name. Um, Also, as part of this migration of the new, well, of the other components to Hyperledger Labs, uh, we want to restructure a little bit the repositories, organize it a little bit better. I mean, just for the sake of accessibility. Also, we need to clean up the code base and the documentation from the Atala Prism brand. Basically, we want to, well, we need to separate what is going to be the open source stuff from the things that are going to remain within the realm of Atala Prism as a brand within IO. So we need to do some effort there. So the idea is to take advantage that we are going to be doing this exercise and also do the renaming of the lab. For this, Fayad put a message in Discord. Basically, what we want to do is let the community propose ideas. Community is all of you guys as well. IOG guys, you can also put ideas in there, whatever you want. Newman as well, you can put an idea in there if you want. So the goal is to have a pool of names. The thing with the names is that it's not necessarily the one that you want that is going to be the one chosen, because this needs to be validated to see if there are no trademarks or any sort of branding issues later on. So the goal is to have a list of good names, and we are going to go with this list and review it, and we will choose one from the list. So that's the idea. Submit your ideas to have in there. This is going to be open for 1 week. So the idea is that anyone can reply to the Discord message with whatever idea they have. And on 12th of February, we will take that list and we will choose a name on the 13th. Most likely we will do that during the outreach call that happens next week. And from now, from that point on, we will move forward with the process of renaming everything. And the last one, well, I guess we don't have the PLP guys in the call. I invited them, but it looks like they are not here. They were looking forward for the node deployment documentation. So we have that almost done. I'm not sure if the PR was already merged. I think that was already reviewed by everyone and by Peter as well. So if it's not already there, it will be there very soon. And those are the updates that I had. I'm not sure, Fayad, if you have anything else to add or anyone in the call.
No, I think you covered that really nicely. Just maybe one more thing, what we also wanted to do with the community outreach calls is definitely get some input from people with regards to workshops that we might want to run later in the year. So, I mean, if you guys want us to perhaps have a workshop on the mediator, on the agent, on one of the SDKs, I highly recommend you join the call. Voice which workshop you would like us to have, and we'll see how we can make that happen. So that's about it for me. Thanks, Esteban.
Okay. Anyone else? Any additional update? No. Okay, so let's continue. We have the architecture decision records. I guess this is David.
Thank you. I can give a quick update. So there are no new ADRs coming through at the moment. We can give an update on the two that were open the last time that we spoke. So the error handling report problem one by Shailesh is still in draft. I think it's good to go. I think we just need a bit more feedback and to make sure that we review the PR, make any final comments, and I think we can get that merged and we can progress with that implementation. Have a look in the link, go for it. I think we'll aim to get that merged this week sometime. So yeah, it's ready to be reviewed and get signed off. The other ADR that was outstanding was around the error handling using Zio. That's now been merged as a draft and will be updated as implementation progresses. So I've changed the link. That's now in the merge code and implementation has begun on that. So these are the two that we talked about 2 weeks ago. There are no new ones for this maintainers call, but I do expect some more to pop up for the next maintainers call. So very short section today, but if you haven't read them, go and take a look. Comments still welcome, but they're really high quality. So thanks guys for doing these so well.
Okay. So now we can go through the open issues. When I click this, what are you seeing? Are
Yeah,
you
we
seeing
see the
open
issues. Yeah, we see
Okay.
it. It's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So let's see, this is what we have. How do we do this? We go through each one of the open issues. Do you have any preference?
Maybe let's just start with the one on top and then work our way down.
Okay. So we have this. Oh, this is relatively new. So type in the official documentation.
I
From
think that refers to the HashiCorp typo.
Okay, there is a typo. Well, I guess this is very straightforward. But nice to see that we already have people submitting issues on our GitHub. Okay. How are you guys doing the assignment of open issues? Is something that you are doing with Michael?
Yes, every week on Monday, together with Michael, we trash all the issues and assign them to particular engineers.
Okay. So let's see the next one. This one was opened recently as well, 4 hours ago. Reported from Fabio. Fabio, are you?
Yeah, so it's the we are not able from the enterprise agent to use the latest version of the mediator, and we are merging. So we had this is because of the did method of the changes, the did peer, and we are merging all the pull requests that we had for fixing that. So we were basically merging before this call. So this should be fixed by now.
Okay. Who is Mineme?
It's Shalesh.
Shailesh. Okay. That's good. Next one. Connection state not updated in the first agent after accepting the connection in the second agent.
Yeah, we provided some help on that one. It was reported by John, and according to me, it's fixed. So maybe we should check with him if it's okay. But I think it can be closed. So because the last message was okay. Thank you for your help. So I think it's okay on that one. But I will maybe ping him to see if it's if the problem is solved.
Okay. Next one.
So this is mine. I've got a section on this. So let's come back to this in the next slide.
Okay. Then let's finish with the others that are open, and we will come back to this later. This is reported by Bjorn. Apparently, it's a documentation.
Yeah, I think that is also done. Actually, the documentation repository is different one, and we have fixed that repository now. It's not yet merged, but once we merge that, probably in the release, and we have to do a release for the documents, and that should fix it.
Okay. We have another one from Bjorn, a memory leak.
Yeah, so this one sits with me. It's currently assigned to me. I've been actively working on it. I provided a quick comment today just to make sure it was updated before our call, but too long don't read. It doesn't look to be a problem, just from observations, but I plan to run a dedicated test on this week by having an agent idle for 24 hours, then doing a SOAP test, and then leaving it idle for 24 hours again, and reporting back on the graphs. So I expect to close it out this week. Maybe it's something I can ask the team for a quick sense check in Discord next week once I have all the results of it, but I will progress that.
Okay. We have another. This one is 1 month old. link to image in README.
I guess it's already fixed. We can close it.
Okay. So you confirm it's fixed?
Yep.
This one about include build instructions to the README.
Yep. It's on me, and yep. Today, tomorrow, I'm planning to make a PR for this.
Okay. And the last one, intermittent 500 errors reported by Mix.
We reached out 2 weeks ago. So if you go right to the bottom, there's a request for a comment from. Okay.
Okay.
So I think well, we can give it another week and then another mess up 2 weeks and then close it if no reply comes back.
Okay. Next week. Well, it will be 2 weeks then to review in the next.
Yeah, we're welcome to leave it. I think one of us can chase it. We'll give it a few days, and one of us can pop a message in to see if he's managed to find the time or if he wants to help us reproduce it.
Okay.
We will review it again in next maintainers call. We really appreciate if you could add some clarification to it by then. Thanks.
And I think this is all the open issues that we have. I guess what is next is going back to this item.
Yeah, I'll take this. So when we were talking to the community architects in the official Hyperledger Discord, it was noted that we don't have one of the things that we must have in our repository, specifically a maintainers.md file. So the maintainers.md file lists the active maintainers. It talks around what they are accountable, responsible, and should be doing. It lists how to become a maintainer, and it talks about how maintainers are removed. And this is something that we need to add to the repository. So I've got a pull request open that's in draft. You can pop to this now. And if you look at files changed, you'll see that I've included a sample maintainers.md provided by Hyperledger. And we need to go about filling this in and adding this to our repository. There's a couple of admin tasks to add all the maintainers, add their roles, their IDs and email addresses. But there's also a wider thing of which is we need to, as a group, agree to the duties, how we become a maintainer and how we remove them. And so what I've done is I've made this PR and opened it so that we can all give asynchronous feedback to the duties of becoming a maintainer and removing a maintainer, so we can work asynchronously to work on the process, in hope that in the next maintainers call, we can have a set of feedback that's been reviewed, that we've accepted, that we've tweaked, that we can go, yeah, we're all happy with this in this call. We merge this in, we close the issue, and we commit to this maintainer. What I'm looking for, I think, today is to make everyone aware of that, to give everyone that action. So I'll pop it into Discord as well, but also to find an owner for populating the details of the maintainers as they are, getting all the emails and Discord IDs and such like that, and putting it in. I'm doing a lot of the security stuff, so I'm trying to find another owner for that. I was hoping for a volunteer.
Yeah, I can take care of that. Also, I believe that Fayad has already been collecting the Discord IDs. So I will be probably pulling that resource
Awesome.
to fill this. But yeah, I will take care of filling these tables.
Cool. So I'll pop a note into Discord later today to ask for these to be reviewed, set expectations, what we want in terms of async feedback, and then for the next maintainers call, let's review it in a synchronous way so we can all put thumbs up and be happy that it's in place and close the issue.
Okay.
Any questions on that, guys, while we're on the call? Makes sense?
Makes sense. Okay. So let's see. Well, Q&A, anyone has any general questions about anything? Observation, comment, recommendation, criticism, everything is welcome.
I think we've got one additional announcement to make, which comes from work the team have been doing, specifically led and helped feed me the information to make it by Shailesh and Fabio, which is around the DID peer specs that have been changing and compliant to new DID peer specs. And this is just a note for those that are using the tools that a breaking change has gone in to support the new DID peer specs. And we should be aware that that breaking change has gone in. I'm just looking for more detail. Shailesh very kindly prepared me a message, which I have lost in my many screens. But I think that covers it. So you'll be seeing updates flow into various components, including the agent and SDKs to match this. So just be aware of that breaking change happening. And congratulations, because I know it's a big advancement. We're now one of the only mediators to support this new format. So it's a really big step forward. So well done, team, for doing the work. That's all from me.
Okay. Anyone else? If not, then I think we are done for today. Remember, if you have ideas for names, put them in the Discord message. And see you next week, the ones who want to join the outreach call. And if not, then see you in 2 weeks for this session.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Have a great week, everyone. Speak to you soon.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye.